Hello, Fulshire, Texas. I have your Weston Lakes home sales and forecast for late December 2023. And overall resale activity has been stable. In comparison to last year, we're really year to date about the same level as we were in home sales. Almost looks like a normal market if we go back to 2018-19 for a normal market reference. Probably about 10 or 15% off of that. Our dark blue quitters who tried to sell and were unsuccessful have increased in the last year. Days on market have steadily increased as well as months of inventory. Recent months would indicate the same. Sales volume is tracking basically the same. Days on market and months of inventory are both tracking higher in recent months, so we expect those trends to continue. Let's look at a big picture of this market, and these are every sale in Weston Lakes and their home sizes from the very smallest to the largest and their price. A very important, very insightful set of observations can be gotten from this. Let's just put this market in motion and look going all the way back to 2018, some home sales, a big jump in the COVID area. And then we see kind of a leveling off in our more recent sales, which are the blue color. The pinks are our pending sales and the greens are our active. Let's look for that through that one more time. 2018 sales, 19, market-wide 20, pretty flat. Big jump in 2021, a more modest jump in 22, and even a little bit of a jump in 23 as well as we kind of start to level off in this market. Good record sale right here. That dark blue sale is less than a year old. There's another sale that was probably 3,800 square feet. That's probably a 4,200 square foot home here. I'd like to see that pending sale there right here at the top of this market. That's great. So we got some record sales here. We also have some really strong showing recently in that kind of 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home. If we see a lot of our gray sales up here, which are older than these, and the blue sales below that, it would indicate maybe the market is retreating a little bit. And in this case, Weston Lakes resale properties are still pushing for record prices. And a lot of these, even though there might be modest, are record prices for those square footages. And the larger homes in Weston Lakes have done extremely well. That's 2.2 million. That is, these two right here are right at 2 million, $1.5 million. So excellent sales there. We do have some at the bottom of the market, might be some location related issues or whatnot, property condition issues that they didn't want to take care of. And that's a great sale if you're a bargain hunter, am I right? Let's put some numbers to this. So if you have a 2,000 square foot home and you are at the top of the market, you have the waterfront, you have the golf course view, you have a lot of updates in your home, what have you. For your 2,000 square foot home, probably about 500 to 530 is where the top end of your comparable sales are going to come from. For your 3,000 square foot home, 630 to 720. For your 4,000 square foot home, 990 to 1.05, let's call it. And we've got a big old hole in the market right here. For you 3,000 to 4,000 square foot homeowners, I think there's some really good opportunity to fill this gap in here if you have the right circumstances, right location and everything. For your top of the market 5,000 square foot home, we go all the way to 1.4 to let's call it $1 million to 1.4, somewhere thereabouts. At the bottom of the market, conversely, if you have that 2,000 square foot home with some challenges, then the lowest part of the market is probably around 400 to 410. For your 3,000 square foot home, 5 to 550. 530 to 650 for that 4,000 square foot home, and for that 5,000 square foot home, I'm going to call that about 7 to 800. Just kind of throw out some of those lowest sales right there. So hope you're getting the idea. This is what we do. We place properties visually in markets to find opportunities, and when you can see the market like this, you can ask really educated questions. And for instance, should I replace my carpet with vinyl, with a luxury vinyl or something like that? If I'm being recommended a price here, could I get a return on something like that? Is there room in the market to do that? And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you can see the market. So there it is. All right. Let's just look at some mortgage rates. And let's look at the performance all the way back to really the two biggest shocks that we've had to our system in the last decade. Really, we got COVID and then the Fed intervention. We can see the tick marks to the current Fed rate of 5.3%. Interest rates on 30-year mortgages now, what, 6.7, precipitous fall from 7.8 just a few weeks ago. That's really, really good news. And maybe we have some more good news going into 2024 with that. We track it here. We're looking at this blue line right here with the inflation rate. And as long as that thing is getting to their target inflation rate, I think the Fed may, fulfill their promise to lower rates in 2024. That remains to be seen. Let's overlay a little bit of market performance on this. Down at the bottom, we have the same timeline going all the way back to COVID. And our red tick marks are sale prices that are over asking prices. Blue tick marks are sale prices that are below asking prices. You can see the big run up after COVID right here. These are prices per square foot, and it's just kept going. Even after the Fed intervention, it kept going. And really, I don't see much of a leveling off in Weston Lakes. That top right there of 205, I don't know if I can get my mouse to do this. I'm not even going to try. That top of 205 might have been matched about a month ago, but it looks to me like if that we're either leveling off or possibly could still climb on price per square foot basis, and that's really good, positive news. Quick forecast. We are looking at all the home sales in the last year in Weston Lakes with prices stacked up from lowest to highest, and we're going all the way back to 1 year to today to 1 year from today. And really we have two different segments of this market. $1 million and less is the vast majority of the sales. This represents 94% of the sales. Really strong, really good. We do have some green actives that are staying on the market a little bit longer. That's been on probably for 7 months, maybe 4 or 5 months, somewhere thereabouts. A couple of good pending sales towards the top of this price segment right here. So I've got about a 9-month outlook on this. Takes us through most of the summer months next year with some good price stability in this part of the market. And then our million and up, very little data, very little sales. And ignore the trend line right here. Really, we've got about a 12-month outlook we can take on this with good price stability. I think there's some great opportunities because of these two enormous sales. Gets us through a good price stability through most of the year next year in this part of Weston Lakes. All right, well, there it is. Hope this was worth your time. If it was, if you'd hit the like button, that would be great. If you want to see more of these updates, hit the subscribe button. That would be tremendous. If you have something more specific to your needs that you need to discuss, you can find me. I'm all over this page. I'm Keith Burris, broker at NXS Agency. Thanks for watching.